Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm Kristen and this is a fun place to hang out and do nails together. Today we're making some Sailor Moon themed press-ons. They turn out so freaking adorable, I can't wait for you to see them. Remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Now let's get into chatting about this set. Did you know that Sailor Moon fans are called Moonies? I definitely didn't, and that's like the cutest thing I've ever heard. Before I start chatting away about Sailor Moon, I just want to say that I will list all the products that I'm using down below in the description. And I also wanted to say that these full cover nail tips that I'm using, they're almond shaped, and I filed around the cuticle so that they would fit my cuticles, and I also buffed the surface. I was really debating whether or not I needed to put a base coat down over the nail under the gel polish, but I decided against it. I was hoping maybe just buffing the surface would be enough. And a couple days later, I saw someone else on YouTube say that they do not use a base coat when they apply their gel polish onto the full cover tips. So I think it's going to be okay. I think we can skip the base coat. Possibly because the buffing is enough to adhere the gel polish to the surface. That's my current theory anyway. I ended up only doing one coat of this color on all the nails. It had really great opacity and I didn't want to make the nail too bulky by building up too many products because I had a lot of plans for it, other colors to go on top. So I was very aware, I guess, of trying not to make the nails too thick. Let's go back to Sailor Moon and being a Moonie, because I'm definitely a Moonie. I've been watching, not been watching, I watched Sailor Moon when I was growing up. And at that time, it only aired on YTV, which is a Canadian kids network, and they only had one season, or they only had like so many episodes, like, I don't know, maybe like 24 or 36 episodes or something like that. So they would air the episodes, I think it was daily because I remember watching Sailor Moon pretty religiously at that time. So they would air the episodes, and when the season or when the episodes ended, it would just pick right back up at episode 1 again. And it was such a mindfuck to me because keep in mind that the internet wasn't a thing yet, and I was, just a regular dumb kid. I had no idea that there were more episodes out there. So I totally thought that Sailor Moon was trapped in a time loop. That was like the only thing that made sense to me, and I was totally trapped in that time loop along with her. Back to the nails for just a second. I am going to cure them right now, and when they come out of the lamp, the middle finger had some wrinkling on it. I'm going to try to show you, but I don't really turn it the right way for you to be able to see it. But trust me, it's there, and that happens whenever the gel polish is too thick and the layers don't cure evenly, I think. So anyway, it's not a big deal because I'm going to be going over it with other colors and things like that, so I'll be able to camouflage it, no problem. And what I'm doing here is just wiping the sticky layer off of the base coat as well, just so that I have a smoother surface to work on. I'm using the translucent jelly polishes to create brush strokes, or the look of brush strokes, layered across these nails. So that is what you're going to see me doing over the next little bit. Now let's go back to being stuck in a time loop with Sailor Moon. I hated it so much, especially because the finale episode, or what seemed like the finale, would end on a cliffhanger, and I was just so eager to know what would happen. And the next day, it was just like Usagi waking up to her alarm, being late for school, acting like nothing just happened over the last 40 episodes or whatever. And it was just so, I don't know what it did to me. But yeah, I didn't like it, but it didn't stop me from watching it over and over and over again and going through that cycle. I'm happy to say I did watch all the episodes many, many years later when they were more accessible. So don't worry, that childhood wound has been healed. I really liked to draw as a kid, and I would draw like hundreds and hundreds of things. Like I would repeat draw if I liked something. So I definitely drew like hundreds of pictures of the Sailor Scouts. And I don't think that merch was really a thing back then because I didn't have any Sailor Moon anything except for this one pencil that I acquired, like a real pencil, and I used that thing down to like the eraser. I cherished that pencil. So things are much better now. I would have been a very happy Sailor Moon fan growing up, today. On the nails, I'm now going in with the jelly pink color, and it's so beautiful. It looks so good. I decided to, I don't know, just to give myself some order within the chaos, I decided to do the purple strokes all going in the same direction and all the pink strokes going up and down. Just to provide some uniformity throughout the set. I was Googling to see if there was any fun facts about Sailor Moon that we could chat about, and I did find a list from Screen Rant that's like 15 things you didn't know about Sailor Moon. I'm not going to go through all of them, but I thought maybe it would be fun to go through and chat about a couple of them. Some of you Moonies out there might already know a lot of these, but the first one that caught my eye was that Luna is an alien and not from the moon like Usagi. And the same goes for Artemis as well. So they're from their own, like, cat planet where, cats can, like, talk and shit. So, I don't know, that's cool. Alien cats. This next one is actually really sad. It's about Sailor Venus, who is kind of the best. I don't know which one is my favorite, but I really love Sailor Venus. And, she's the guardian of love. And the fun fact about her, it's not a fun fact at all. She was cursed, I guess, she had her own series, like before the Sailor Moon show. And in that, she was cursed so that she would never find true love. Like, what? So depressing, but like, same, Sailor Venus, like, same. Does anybody else relate to her a little extra hard right now? On a happier note, these nails are looking really good. Let me know what you guys think of this like background effect. It kind of reminded me of the process I used whenever I made the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure nails, and I created like a painterly kind of background. Same idea here. It gives, I don't know, it works. I like it. I like the effect. What I'm doing here is adding a layer of base coat, and I do this so that I can have a smooth application for the stickers. I've tried it before where I like try to place them over surfaces that are a little bit uneven and they just pop up and create bubbles and stuff. So by doing a layer of base coat, it kind of smooths out everything. So yeah. And after I cure them, I will be wiping off the sticky layer. Off camera, I did a test nail just to make sure everything was going to work out. And you can see I added the stickers and some glitter and a charm. I had these stickers to choose from, but to make things kind of consistent, I decided to just use the black and the silhouette ones. So yeah, that's what I ended up doing. Here's some random hearts that I pulled out that I thought would look good. Some Sailor Moon themed charms. Check out my recent haul to see me unbox those, and these bows as well. Okay, one more fun fact, for now anyway. Apparently each Sailor Scout has their own castle. That's so awesome. Bitch, I want my own castle. Anyway, I've been talking nonstop for this video, so let's have our Zen time and you can watch me do some of the decorating process. So I'm reading through this list, and this other fact is that Tuxedo Mask is a mess. He's just a hot mess. And I never really considered it, but He is totally the damsel in distress. And it says here that he has been both kidnapped and brainwashed more than any other character in the show's history. So he is kind of a mess. Isn't that ridiculous? But we still love him. We still love Tuxedo Mask because he really tries. And he wants to help his moon princess. So, he's still good. He's still a good character. Okay, last one for today. It says here that Sailor Moon was originally designed to have like pink and silver hair, depending on what form she was in. But ultimately, the creator decided to just make her blonde. I don't really have an opinion on that because, it would look good. I'm sure it would look great with pink and silver. But I would have loved Sailor Moon no matter what color her hair was. I'm convinced of that, so. If any of you other Sailor Moonies out there know some fun facts that you want to share, please leave it below. I would love to hear them, and I would also love to hear your thoughts about this set. I need to pop in and say that I have thumb regret. I don't know, the placement of these stickers kind of just looks like a face and I couldn't unsee it. I don't know why, but I feel like I struggle with designing thumbs. So anyway, this set is a 9 out of 10. I like all the fingers except for that one thumb. But I am going to add some gems to it. Yeah, I'm going to add a heart right here. And it does like take away from the face. Sure, it kind of looks like I'm adding a nose, but overall, I think it just like, it made it a little bit better, I think. I don't know. Just ignore the thumb. All the other nails are like friggin' perfect and beautiful. Fun fact about this video, I'm wearing a Sailor Moon shirt the whole time that I was making and filming these, so yeah. Okay, I'm still going in and adding more gems, even after I did the top coat and everything. These are just different sizes of AB gems. Did you know that AB stands for Aurora Borealis? Kind of cool, right? Anyway, here's the first set finished. I think they look really nice all together, especially. I did the second hand off camera and it went a lot faster because I was just replicating the other hand at that point. With the exception of the thumb, I made a better thumb for the other hand. I think that one turned out way better. I didn't apply these for the video, but I'll insert some footage at the end from my Instagram of me wearing them. And if you've made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for being here with me. I truly appreciate you. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one.